Afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Howell. He finds Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. And Howell will throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to a feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And shutting him off now open field. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Breaks through the contact, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Commanders, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Howell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be intercepted a third. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Washington first down.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. 2nd and 10. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That is caught by Lamb. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And it's 3rd down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
35. Commanders, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put...
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter, turning it over like...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 42-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking on the midfield logo. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the Commanders' 49-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Gallup in motion right. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 56. Commanders nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, Howell.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Howell's going to mix it up here.
3rd and 14.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Let's take it inside. Is now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. throwing. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. They find some open field here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Washington.
Here's Howell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Howell down to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
33 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Howell.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yep.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. All The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Howell.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, Pollard again.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott yet again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
On play action, Prescott rolling, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough.